Hey guys, welcome to the Connect Smart Home. Today we're looking at a couple of troubleshooting options you'll have when trying to connect your Connect Smart device to your Connect Smart Home app. Okay, so got a device here for demonstration purposes and a couple of phones, which I'll go into a little bit later. So just for the time being, we're going to go ahead and start the Connect Smart Home app. And we're going to try and connect it to a Wi-Fi network that's quite far away. Okay, so I normally have issues connecting on this particular Wi-Fi network because it is very far away from where I'm currently sitting. So when connecting your smart device to the app, you want to make sure you have a very good stable connection. Now the reasons for that is a lot of these devices can actually be used for security purposes such as doorbells, video cameras, motion detectors, and that sort of thing. So you really want to make sure that these devices have a very good connection when they're reporting these sort of activities over the internet. Okay, so every time you get an alert on your phone, some sort of movement, the doorbell's pressed, the app is actually getting that information off the internet. So your device sending that information to the router sending it over the internet through to the app. Okay, so very important that that connection is not only secure but very stable so that you can get those notifications in a timely fashion. Okay, so let's go ahead and try and add a device. So first of all, we want to put our smart device into pairing mode. I'm just going to hold the button down for about 5 to 10 seconds. And we've got a blue flashing light here indicating that it's ready to be paired. Okay, so we're going to add a device. Now the second part of this issues with adding a device may actually have to do with not knowing where your device actually sits in these categories, within these search device categories. So here we've got electrical engineering, lighting, large home appliances, etc. So as you can see, there's a big range there with a whole bunch of sub genres in between. So, you know, Wi-Fi socket. So we know this is probably going to be a socket. What you might not know is whether it's Zigbee, Bluetooth, a standard socket, or a Wi-Fi socket. Okay, so I will tell you that almost all Connect Smart Home products will be Wi-Fi. Well, they should be Wi-Fi and they should have a blinking indicator light. Now, because of that, for Connect Smart Home, we can literally skip all these categories and we can go straight to Others and select Others Wi-Fi. Okay, so if we can still use socket Wi-Fi or lighting Wi-Fi, whatever the product may be, but if you're not sure, go to Others and Others Wi-Fi, and every single time you'll be able to connect the device without any problems. Okay, so let's go ahead and confirm that I've got a blinking indicator light. That's correct. Okay, now this network here is the Wi-Fi network I'll be connecting to. So I'll just go ahead and type the password and we can go ahead and try to connect. Okay, so I've typed my password. I've started the connection process. My blue light's still blinking. Okay, now this progress bar is about to start. Okay, so with this progress bar, around the 20 to 30% mark, so normally around 25, 28%, that sort of thing, you'll find that your device has been found and it's all connected, ready to set up. If you find that that progress bar goes past that sort of number, it might be a good indication to a connection that's not 100% stable. It's still a good connection, okay, but usually around that 20 to 30% mark is really what we're looking for a 100% stable connection. Now, this is important because if you've got a security type device such as a doorbell, security camera, motion sensors, you do want that connection between the device, the router, and your app or your phone to be 100% stable so that you get your alerts, you get them on time. Okay, so you're pretty much getting all those alerts as soon as they happen. Okay, so we're still searching for the device. Normally by this stage, you know, it's a good indication that it's not going to be found. Okay, so we'll just let it get to 100% and we'll show you some alternatives. Okay, so during this connection process, you might find that, you know, your blue indicator light has stopped blinking. You can go ahead and put it back into pairing mode if that's the case. Okay, but by this stage, this should be a good indication as to the device not being found. Okay, so as you can see, we've got an error message, failed to connect. So got it. Okay, so I know that that's due to the internet or the Wi-Fi connection that I'm establishing here, trying to connect the app to, is it's basically just a bit too far away for a good connection. Okay, if you find if you've been typing an incorrect password, there's really no reason, no way to tell if it's an incorrect password, the router's too far away, or what sort of network error you're actually having. Okay, because the app doesn't tell you that. So if you think you may know your password, I urge you to double check that. If you've got a device currently already connected to your Wi-Fi, disconnect that device from the Wi-Fi and then connect it again where you have to actually type the password. By typing the password, you'll be establishing a connection. If that password's incorrect, the connection will fail. If it's correct, it will go through, which, that'll give you a good indication as to whether or not you're using the correct password. Okay, so not being able to use that internet connection, I'm just going to jump on this other phone here and tell you how we can use another internet connection. Okay, now your other phone or device definitely needs to have its own service provider which supplies internet. So for example, a Telstra or Optus account or Vodafone account where you've got data, okay, which is internet access. So what we want to do is now we can turn that internet connection or that SIM card connection into a Wi-Fi connection. There's a couple of ways to do that. On your Android phone, you can literally just swipe down from the top and select mobile hotspot. You can also go into settings, connections, and select mobile hotspot and tethering from there. Okay, on an Apple phone, should be able to find it in settings. Let's see, mobile. Okay, here we go. Set up personal hotspot. Turn off mobile data to restrict all data to Wi-Fi. So you'd need to do that before you're able to set up the hotspot on your Apple phone. So I'll leave you to figure that out. So just for the meantime, I'm just going to show you how to do that on the Android because that's where my app is. So I actually want to be using that as the app and I want to be using this as the internet connection. So let's go ahead and go to settings, connections, mobile hotspot and tethering. Let's go ahead and turn that on. Okay, so you get a message saying that we're going to turn that on. Let's go ahead and do that. Now once that turns blue, we can go in there and we can set up some connection settings. Now all Wi-Fi connections need to have a name. Okay, so I'm simply going to call my Wi-Fi router here connect. Okay, now the password. It's important for people to use password that you can actually easily remember. Okay, if you're using it quite often. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know this is just a temporary internet connection I'm setting up. As soon as I finish testing it, I'm just going to take it off anyway. So it's not liable to be interfered with from external connections, sources, So first of all, you'd need to be within the vicinity of this phone to connect to it. Secondly, you'd need to know the password. Okay, so we're just going to keep it simple. This is really only for temporary use or for testing to see if there's no fault with your device when you're connecting it to the app. So make sure you try this step before you seek out any warranty claims or troubleshooting steps. Okay, so I've got my password set as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know the connection's called connect, and I can see here this little icon means there's a mobile hotspot and tethering is set up. Okay, so let's go back to this other phone and let's connect to that Wi-Fi network. Okay, so we'll go in here, let's search for available Wi-Fi networks. Straight away I can see connect has come up. It's the first on the list and it was instantly there because the connection's literally right there. Okay, it's the fastest and best connection this phone recognizes. Okay, so we'll select connect. Okay, I've connected that in the past before, so it should just get a tick straight away. If not, you'll be prompted to type your password, which you should know what it is, seeing as you've just set it up. Okay, so now that's connected, the phone's connected. Let's just go ahead and connect our Connect Smart Home app. Okay, so as before, you can choose which category you want. We're just going to always use others Wi-Fi because we know it's foolproof. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and put this into pairing mode again. You get a flashing blue light. Okay, so another important step for making sure you're connecting. We confirm that. Now we can see straight away I've connected to the Wi-Fi connect Wi-Fi. Let's have a look at the password. Yes, that's correct. Okay, let's just go ahead and connect. Now guaranteed this will find the device within the 20 to 30%. Okay, so as you can see, I think it was about 22, 23%. So that's been added. We can give the device a name as always. Okay, and we complete. And as you can see here, okay, you can see now that's all working. Okay. So there you have it, guys. Just a couple of little options. If you're having trouble detecting your smart device on the app, go ahead and check your password, try the mobile hotspot, or try one of these other categories for adding a product, which, you know, if you're not sure, always just use others Wi-Fi. Okay, and that concludes our video. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.